Good morning. I am Pujashri Panigrahi, Senior Lecturer of Mayurbhanj School of Engineering, Baripada. Today I am going to discuss about the modulation process and the types of modulation and why modulation is very important. Before discussing about the modulation process, let's talk about the communication process. What is communication? Communication is the transferring of information from one place to another place. The information that we want to transfer may be in the word form or the non-word form, and the information may be in the form of voice, in the form of email, in the form of television, in the form of radio. It depends. But today I am going to discuss about the voice form of communication. Normal voice frequency is up to 3 kilohertz. But if we want to hear a audible sound, or if we want a good quality sound, that frequency may vary from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. This is called a low frequency signal, or we can say a baseband signal, or we can say this is a message signal. So message signal is a very low frequency signal, and transferring of a low frequency signal from one place to another place is very difficult, or you can say it is nearly impossible. We need a, a carrier, or we need a high frequency signal. Let's take a simple example of a pepper and stone. Let's say you want to send a message, writing message in a paper from your balcony to your friend's balcony, and you throw that paper. But it is very impossible to send that paper from your balcony to your friend's balcony, as it is very far from your balcony. What you should do, you take a stone and you put that stone inside that paper, and then throw that pepper and stone to your friend, and that stone pepper is easily reached to your friend without any fail. So you can say here that pepper is a message signal, and your stone work is a carrier signal. As the carrier signal gives the certain energy to your paper, which transmit from your side to your friend's side without any fail. Come to our main topic, that is your message signal and carrier signal. Message is a very low frequency signal which is very impossible to send from one place to another place, which need a carrier, which need a high frequency signal through which we can send our message from one place to another place. We know that every signal has the three types of properties, that is your amplitude, that is your frequency, that is a phase. So according to these three properties, modulation can be divided into three types. One is your amplitude modulation, one is your frequency modulation, and one is your phase modulation. So before discussing the frequency modulation, let's talk about the frequency. What is a frequency? Frequency of a wave can be described as the number of the complete wave cycle passing in a second, which can be denoted as f equal to 1 by t. Here f denoted as frequency and t denoted as the time period. Now let's talk about the frequency modulation. Frequency modulation can be described as the frequency of the carrier wave is varies with the amplitude of the message signal. So previously we have discussed about the amplitude modulation, in which we have discussed about the how amplitude of the carrier wave is varies with respect to the message signal, but here the amplitude is totally constant, and only the frequency is varies. Now let's talk about the phase modulation. So now phase is the position of a point at some time instant. Now let's talk about the phase modulation. Phase modulation is the technique in which the wave of the phase is varies in accordance with the amplitude of the message signal. Now we have discussed the three types of modulation technique. One is your amplitude modulation, second one is the frequency modulation, and third one is your phase modulation. Now let's talk about the importance of modulation. So modulation technique is very important in our day-to-day life. Let's have some examples. Number one is your to reduce the antenna size. Now, when we are talking about the communication through one place to another place, the antenna size matters a lot. Second one is to reduce the interference between the two parties. When we send a signal from the multiple parties to the multiple parties, the interference may occurs between them, but when we use the modulation technique, the interference can be avoided. Now, third one is to allow the multiplexing. So, here in this lecture, I tried my best to explain the modulation technique and its types and its importance. Hope you understand these all. Uh, Thank you.